Seahawks, Giants. Coming up here on EA Sports, getting set for today's Week 12 matchup.
This one team coming in on a winning streak that is starting to approach record territory, setting team franchise records.
Well, when you look at them, you just go, wow, how are they ever going to lose? Just both sides of the ball. They're kickers. They're both awesome. There is no weakness, so it's almost impossible to think you're going to come in and dominate. What you need a break to get a chance to beat them.
We're underway here. And this will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out of the end zone this time. First down at the 20.
Up the gut here.
Second down following the run. Flyers on the move. And that pass is just thrown away. Now here's the Giants defense. A week ago, this is a bunch that forced 5 turnovers.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Flyers going to take it from the gun. And they bring down the quarterback. It's a 3-and-out for the offense.
They're set to punt it away now.
We'll see what he can do here. Coleman's in on the tackle. And a run back of about 3. It's Bernard in the backfield.
There's a flag right there.
And Bernard is brought down.
Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there.
And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
Here's the football marked at the 47.
First down at the 47. To the ground. Flag is out.
The defense will take the penalty.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
First down at the 44. That's a ball that should have been caught. Here's our look at the Giants lineup on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here.
The Giants come to the line with an empty backfield. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. The play is made by Beckham.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
Coming to the line at the 19-yard line. This play set up by the long gainer. Darren McFadden will run with it.
And a flag comes out.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw. Here's a look at the Seahawks defense. This is a ball hawking unit that a week ago came up with 4 takeaways. The Seahawks come out in a dime package.
Let's go.
The Giants take it from the 28. He'll throw it over the middle. The reception by Beckham. The Giants have a 3rd down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on 3rd down.
Let's go.
3rd and 10. He's drilled as he throws. The Giants getting ready now to attempt a field goal. And he puts it through for 3. That field goal gives them a leg up here midway through the 1st quarter.
Makes you feel really good about what you did during the week here. Anytime you can get points on the board early in a football game, it makes you think all that practice was worth it.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Seahawks offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
Tight end in motion.
1st down at the 20. And here's the toss. Murray's tackled right at the 20.
It's now 2nd down.
The Giants with a nickel look here on defense.
The defensive line, they're shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think this is going to be a pass.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Graham's going to pull in the bullet pass.
No one's going to get him now. The 30, the 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the 1st quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
Huff's got a chance to return this one. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line.
The Giants stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today?
Let's go. Let's go.
There is a flag out. Very nearly intercepted.
That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count.
There's a difference. When you play zone, you drop back and you watch the quarterback and you react to the football. When you're playing man-to-man, all you're worried about is where that receiver goes. You try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
The Giants snap it at the 36. Should have had it.
Bernard's going to be so mad at himself for dropping that football because receivers, you never know when your chance is going to come. Then finally, you get open, they call a play where you're the primary guy. It's right there, and you drop it. Well, don't get down on yourself. Stay up. The football will come your way again.
The Giants with an empty backfield look here. The Giants snap it at the 36. Can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. All set to punt here. It'll be a touchback. The Seahawks offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
1st down at the 20. He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
I give all the credit to the wide receiver here. What a route. Fooled the defender. He is wide open. Nice throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. They're setting up the return. That return's good for about 26. The Giants got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
1st down, offense readying for the snap. Double tight end formation. And they deck the quarterback.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
It's Bernard in the backfield. The Giants will take the snap from the 45. Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
On the way, 3rd down. The Giants are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. He'll take the snap from the gun. Beckham's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. From the shotgun. The defense gets a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Comes away with it. That's his first reception today. That receiver, Phil, is a quarterback's dream. Going high in the air on a high throw and getting the reception.
Oh, man, do quarterbacks love that? They throw it and think, oh, my gosh, that's bad. They're ready to chase the defender down with an interception. But no, the wide receiver goes up and just makes an awesome catch.
Third down now.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Chip shot here.
The kick is good. That field goal narrows the gap here in the early part of the second quarter, Phil.
Yeah, it was a good drive, Jim, that time. It's a morale booster. It gives you energy and did everything for your football team. I know it was just a field goal, but I thought it was very important for the football team.
The Seahawks will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. It keeps the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and score again.
And a flag comes out. The defense accepts the penalty.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Murray's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
First down at the 17. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
That's reception number 2 for him.
That leads us to second down.
Murray's taking the handoff. And gains maybe 4.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2 tight ends on the field here. Third and 1.
Murray's got it on the handoff.
Murray's looking for a place to run, but there is nowhere to go. The offensive line just gets dominated. Good job by the defensive line that time. Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. The Seahawks go for it on 4th and short and convert. How about that call?
Yeah, I like the decision. 4th and short. I like the odds. The offense is going to get the job done. They call a nice play, and they convert, pick up that 4th down attempt.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Adrian Peterson takes the football. That's a gain of 8.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Coming to the line at the 34.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Pryor's going to be in the pistol here. The Giants defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
It's second down and 3.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs. If you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
First down and 10.
A near interception that time by Rogers Cromartie.
Second down after the incompletion. They motioned the receiver around to the other side. The Seahawks snap it at the 26. White's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. The Seahawks moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field. No margin for error from just outside the goal line. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown. We're midway through the second quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Giants step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
And Bernard is brought down.
Bernard's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Seahawks lined up in the nickel.
Get ready.
From the gun. And Cruz has got it. First down. With 2.5 minutes to go before halftime, it's a first down. The Giants come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. It's into the surefire hands of Odell Beckham Jr. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. We're moving in on the 2-minute warning. One more snap first. It's intercepted. They bring him to the turf. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Press coverage all the way. Murray's lined up directly behind the quarterback here.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
First down at the 49. Kevin White calls it in. White's tackled down at the 22. We'll go no huddle. Pryor's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Heading to the line at the 22. The Giants go with the dime formation here on defense. Out of the shotgun. Complete over to Dante Moncrief. That's his first reception today.
So far, wonderful execution of this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. First and goal. Toss play. Force it across for the touchdown. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Giants just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done. Not too often you see that in the NFL, a throw that bad. The receiver had no chance of making that catch.
The Seahawks sat at the line. Dime package.
Out of the shotgun formation. What a catch by Odell Beckham Jr. Beckham met at the 37.
That time the short pass turned into good yardage just because look at the defense. Nobody hustles, nobody there to make the tackle.
The 37 is the line of scrimmage.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Bernard with the reception.
Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
Now 1st and 10. And he's thrown to the ground.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
The Giants take it from the 28. Too much pressure, and he's brought down again.
Nice job that time of the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback too.
Out of the gun. Over the middle and incomplete that time.
The Giants put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Going for it on 4th down. The Seahawks defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Looking to go deep. A takeaway.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Seahawks take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing.
Intercepted. Tackles made. Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. Friars lining up in the pistol.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Graham's got it on a pass that had some heat. The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. Huff's got it on the return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Giants offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
The Seahawks will come out in the dime. First down at the 23.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down, 3 to go. Will go ground, and Bernard is brought down. Now the offense in their hurry up. From the gun. Stevens with the grab. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. From the gun.
The Giants turned the ball over on downs.
The Giants decided to go for it on fourth down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And, of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Seahawks take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
The Seahawks from the 32. Makes the catch in open space.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Pryor's now completed 4 in a row. Touchdown, Seahawks. Murray's got his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And another score by the running back. How about that? He has been terrific today here, getting all these touchdowns, running it inside, outside. It's been fun to watch. Offensive line doing an awesome job, too.
Huff's got it. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Giants have to still be thinking about what happened on their last possession as they get ready to start this next one.
Well, how can the offensive players have confidence? They're thinking, man, well, how's this game going to be managed? We can be in any situation, and we're going to go for it. It's just crazy. It's bad. It's not smart, and you just got to play better.
You wonder where the threshold point is from your own side of the 50. 4th and 30, is it? 4th and 35. At what point do you decide to go punt the football?
I think it's quite evident there's no threshold. They're going to go for it no matter what.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. It's Bernard in the backfield. And they take him down.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Loss of 5 on the play. It's 3rd and 14 here after the sack. The Giants will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line. And he's going to be dropped for the sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series. We still have more than a quarter to play here, Phil, but this defense shows no signs of wearing down.
I think we're surprised by this, really. We didn't expect them to just dominate all day long, and so far it has been total domination.
Let's see what he can do here. He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line. That return's good for about 11. The Seahawks have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the 3rd quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
First down at the 42. Cromartie's all over the ball carrier.
The Giants guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
And after that penalty, it's now 2nd down and 16. Murray's lined up as the single back. Graham's going to pull in the bullet pass. Third down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And this will be incomplete. It'll be a 3-and-out. The Seahawks will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. The Giants defense now is going to go nickel. The Seahawks come to the line. First down marker is at the 48.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Into the hands of Jimmy Graham. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
How about this get? A wide open receiver down the field. The quarterback, good job of finding him. He throws it down there and he gets the easy touchdown.
An extra point is good. Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff. Huck's got it. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Giants offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
The Giants have it at the 24. Bernard looking for a lane. The Seahawks with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Play clock's running down. Dropping back now into the shotgun. On the money. Ball's loose. This one's going back the other way. The mistakes just keep on coming from this offense with a little more than a... Officials stop play now. They want to take another look at that last play. So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
The Giants lined up. Everybody split out wide. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Gets it out for the completion. That'll pick up the first. And finally, the offense comes through with a clutch on 3rd down. Coming to the line at the 48. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Trying to beat the play clock. Here's the handoff. Got a flag. The defense will take the penalty.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Fourth quarter and a blowout. Let's see if we can get this game over in a hurry.
Wow, you don't have to say it that way. I'm anxious to see how this game ends up and how they play it out. I want to see a team that has some pride, and even though they're getting blown out, to stay in there and keep fighting.
Beckham is marked down at the 19.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Miller's brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Stepping up, ready to spring into action at the 8.
Let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
The play clock's running down. They'll go shotgun here. Bruce Irvin has the sack.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
Breaks the long one for the touchdown. Bill, I got to give them credit. They have not given up, even though a lot of teams were thrown in the towel after that horrendous start.
Well, in this game, you should never give up for many, many reasons. One, this is what you do for a living. So you want to have pride, but just keep playing like the score is 0-0. And when it's over, if you lose, just learn from the experience and try to do better next week.
He's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
The Giants with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 25. Murray's handed the football. Playing press coverage to the outside. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 25. Murray's marked down at the 34. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. Third and short. Murray's going to take the handoff now. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
First and 10. On first down, it's back to the ground game. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second and short following the run. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. Ball at the 47. Looks like they're in press coverage here. First down at the 47. Throws the pass. On his way. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. Phil, I felt like I could have said this in the first quarter instead of waiting until midway through the fourth, but this game is over.
It is, Jim, yeah, the way you said it is there's a finality to it, no question. And the losing end, the coaches, the players, they got to go back. They got to do a lot of soul searching because this was one pitiful effort.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Giants offense preparing to get this drive underway. The last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
It's Bernard in the backfield.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 20. Looking across the middle. Got a flag down here. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
Miller's on the right side, split out wide.
Let's go.
Set up screen to Bernard.
Get ready.
From the shotgun. Takes the hit, throws. Third down on the way.
The Giants come to the line with an empty backfield. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out.
The Giants will punt the football.
Fair catch this time.
The Seahawks offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
Let's go.
First down at the 44.
Still not taken down. That's a gain of 10. He's up over 90 yards so far on the day.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half.
The football sits at the 34.
First down at the 34. Running right through the trenches for about 4.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
That's second down coming up. Press coverage all the way. Running a little college-like option.
Coming to the line at the 30.
The Seahawks are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Friars back in shotgun formation.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Another touchdown to increase the lead. My goodness, Phil, there's certainly not a whole lot of sportsmanship down on the field right now.
Yeah, this is getting to a point where even I'm starting to feel bad for the losing team, and maybe it is time to call off the proverbial dog and let this game just finish a little bit more mercifully.
They'll take it at the 20.
The Giants take the field on offense. They have been manhandled here throughout today, Phil. And what can they take out of these last few minutes that could be positive for them?
Well, you know, Jim, in a situation like this, there's really nothing you can do now that's going to make you feel better or give you something to carry over into next week. So don't be looking for it. Try to end the game, and just know today the team on the other side beat you up, and they were the better team.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Sherman's in on the tackle.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Giants are coming off a dominating victory a week ago, but the tables have turned, and now they're the ones on the wrong side of a lopsided affair.
They just could never get going today on either side of the ball. Everything they tried backfired, and this was just a terrible, terrible effort by them.
Second down and 5.
Handoff. Wagner's the one who made the big stop.
Sometimes you got to take a risk in the National Football League, and I'd say this was a risk, and it was a bad risk. Terrible decision by the offense, by the coach, running the football inside, getting tackling. You needed to get it out of bounds to preserve the clock. That's going to come back to haunt you.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Third down and 8.
Had it, but dropped it.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
One more snap and we can call it a day.
The Giants signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used.
One more play, and it's in the books.
Takes it from the gun, and he's sacked, and that should do it. They won't get another playoff here.
How important was this victory today, Phil?
They're all important, but this one gives you that little confidence, makes next week a lot easier to deal with.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.